Why not? Or you can call me Aaron.
Aaron, Dr.
Yeah,
Master Haber.
your
Sounds
choice.
like you're
Either one.
skilled at something else that maybe you didn't mean to be skilled at.
There's a lot of things I didn't mean to be skilled at.
Well, there you go. What's been up with you since last week? Anything thrilling?
Well, let's see. Yes, I do. You know what an NFT is?
I do, a non-fungible token, and my doctor said there's a shot for it.
Yes, that's right. There is a shot for it, and I just released my first non-fungible token yesterday, the day before. So that was the
Really?
big thing. I've been working on it for a couple of weeks. It's called non-fungible fiction, and it's where somebody buys the token, and then I write a story for them right afterwards. And I'm very, very excited about it. For people that are interested, I put it up on my broadcast. I just did an hour explaining what NFTs actually are, but that's as
Oh,
far as I'll
wow.
go on this broadcast. What about you? What's exciting in the last week?
Well, let's see. Let It Be's here, so Let It Be gets their little song. Let it be.
I never heard
And
that song before.
anybody can have their own song, but you
Hmm,
got to tell me what to sing. Um,
hmm.
what's happening since last week? Oh my gosh, it has been a whirlwind from a broken computer to a
Oh
new
no.
computer
Oh
to
yes.
yeah, um, and lots of controversy in between. But yeah, it's actually really good. I just confirmed an interview with an awesome woman who just graduated from Pepperdine and is starting on her life, I guess, as an entrepreneur, creating a app that helps Black businesses be found.
How cool.
And yeah, very cool. And so I think that's going to be a really good interview. And I've got a couple of other cool people. Like I don't want to like say who they are until I've actually booked them. It's like not. It's like I'm not superstitious, but as soon as you say somebody's coming on and then you don't actually have them booked, it usually falls apart. So, um,
Yes.
yeah. So otherwise, adjective law of goods contracted for without an individual specimen being specified, able to replace or be replaced by another identical item, mutually interchangeable. Is
That's what
that
fungible
about
means. Well,
the non-fungible? Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, John asked, what does fungible mean? And fungible means easily interchangeable. Non-fungible then obviously means
Right.
unique and not interchangeable.
So when they buy the token, then you submit the story, and at that point, it's non-fungible. All right. But like, what if I just like screenshot it?
Yeah, that's the question that everybody's asking. And to understand that, what if you screenshot the Mona Lisa? Does that mean you own the Mona Lisa? It's
Right.
not
Right.
about seeing the thing, it's about owning the thing. And so, maybe somebody buys this story and they release it online and it's,
Mhm.
everybody in the world's read it. Only one person owns the provable token
Uh-huh.
that it exists in, and the resale value of that perhaps
Could go way up
will.
if it got leaked.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you let's see, wait a minute. There's another question about that just hit me about being non-fungible. Oh, do you have any um residual payment on there like 15%
Yes.
of if it's ever sold for? Yeah,
Yes,
cool.
and that's one of the things that's so great for the artists and whoever else, writers doing it. Are we still on, by the way?
Well,
um
yeah,
we
apparently.
probably are.
Yeah.
That's one of the things so great is that when it is sold, it's built into the contract that the original creator gets a royalty.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's very good. I mean, certainly you know, Claude Monet's family would be worth about a cajillion dollars if they could have gotten paid something on those. So, yeah, I think that's
Right,
very
right.
fair and very interesting.
And to answer your question, there's the NBA has a series of them through this other company called Top Shots, and like a video of LeBron James dunking that they tokenized, they made into an NFT, sold for a
Mhm.
$100,000. Okay,
Wow.
you can watch the same dunk on YouTube right now. It is not about being
For
able
free.
to watch it, yes, but it's not
Right.
being able to watch. It's not about being able to watch it. It's about you being the only person as a collector that owns that one thing. It's kind of like baseball cards or comic books or paintings. It's any kind of collectible.
Right. Wow. Yeah, I heard that there were like teenagers in high school, like not making the best art and selling them for like $25,000 right now. Like the market
Good.
is just crazy.
Well, that's
Yeah.
great. Why not? Why shouldn't listen,
Oh
if there
no.
are people
If
that want to
somebody's
buy
willing
it,
to buy,
yeah.
something that, a 12-year-old made for $25,000, I mean, you can't blame the 12-year-old, you
Hey,
know.
listen, what's her name? Jay-Z and Beyonce's kid. Her name is like Ivy, Blue Ivy. Is that her name?
Yeah, I think
I can't
Blue
remember
Ivy,
her
yeah.
name. She just won a Grammy award. She's 9 years old. You know,
Won
I
a
mean,
Grammy?
yeah, but listen, if you okay, look, if you could go back in time and you could purchase the first painting by Van Gogh that he made when he
Mhm.
was 10, which was probably a giant piece of shit, I mean, you would do it, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean,
So
somebody was, um, pointing out yesterday the big superstar of the non-fungible token. What did his name?
Beeple,
Beeple? Beeple?
Beeple.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
that's his
So,
artist name.
yeah, I mean, it's really amazing. I mean,
$69 million from Sotheby's.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
He
It's very
so
cool.
basically, first of all, his art is amazing, and you've got to go online and look at it.
Oh,
Beeple,
I seen it. Yeah.
Beeple,
Hey,
and
badges!
he did a thing where he did one new piece a day for 5,000 days, and that one was sold.
Right.
And it really is pretty amazing. So
Yeah,
I
there's actually one that is like a skeleton, and it's very beautiful and, like, stuff growing on it, and, like, I clicked on it, and even though it's still a low enough resolution to, be quickly transmitted over the internet, the detail was insane.
his work is really good.
It is really good. It was really
Yeah,
good.
yeah, that's very very good. So,
So,
but I
hey,
love new technology, and
yeah. Hey,
I love the
Kizzy,
intersection of technology and art and all that kind of stuff.
I think that's beautiful, man, and I'm really like, you're my first, like, NFT that I've met, in real life.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
It's there's a link to it somewhere. Do you mind if I don't know if Brenda's still
Dude,
here, but do you mind if
yeah.
she puts a link in there
Oh, heck yeah.
so people can check it out? It gives the rules
Yeah.
of the literary form that I created called non-fungible fiction.
Mhm.
And yeah, if we want to talk about NFTs, I'm happy to talk about it. I don't want to take up the whole
We don't
time
have to.
talking about mine in
Yeah.
particular.
No, but I mean, we can talk about. I mean, we're just popcorning stuff back and forth. But I just think it's really cool that my Tuesday night, partner for a half an hour is an NFT dude. Like, that's really cool. Like, I've never met a possible, maybe future possible billionaire or anything before. So it's all
Oh
kind of
well,
cool.
yeah. Well, who knows? I don't
Yeah,
know, but yeah. Sorry to put you on the
I'm going
spotlight
for
there,
it.
Brenda.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
let me just ask you real quick though. Is it really hard to set this up, the non-fungible? Like, did you have to learn a lot to make it happen?
I did have to learn a lot, and I'm sure that I'm still learning about it. I'm sure that the second one I put out will be slightly more technically advanced than the first one, even though the
Mhm,
first one
mhm.
is fine because there are platforms you put on that do all the work for you.
Oh,
But
wow.
it's definitely confusing at first. You've got to get you have to get crypto. You have to
Mhm.
get a crypto wallet. You have to
Ooh,
connect the
I'm
crypto
lost
wallet
already.
to the
Right,
platform that you're going
right.
to be selling on or buying from. But the thing is that those are just new things to do. It took
Right.
me a couple of hours to figure it out, and I
Mhm.
mean, there's 1,000 articles and videos online. It is definitely figure outable, and every day the collector market and the artists collective grows and grows and grows. And it's when you listen to people talking about NFTs, the artists themselves, the thing they love about it is it gets rid of a lot of gatekeepers.
Right.
So they don't have to go to a curator, they don't have to go to a galleryist, they don't have to, or if that's a proper term, they don't have to do anything except for put their work up. And if people like it, I mean, you could say the internet already does that, but this proves ownership beyond a shadow of a doubt because
Right.
the blockchain like records things forever and it cannot be changed and it can be proven that that is the person's painting, a one of
Mhm.
one that was digitized and tokenized, and it doesn't matter if there's a copy of it, everybody can tell which one is the real one.
So,
So the
I
artists are celebrating the fact that they're getting rid of a lot of gatekeepers and
mhm.
they're able to get those royalties like you said. What if Monet had this? So there's a lot of excitement
Right.
amongst the artistic community itself, and I'd say a lot of fear and trying to figure out how to get in on this amongst the traditional gatekeepers like the art galleries and the music companies and the film studios, et cetera, et cetera. Or DC
They'll find a
Comics, for
way to
instance.
break it. They'll find a way to ruin it. That's what they'll do.
Well,
They'll
they
find a
won't
way
be.
to
No,
ruin it.
that's the thing. Is they can't ruin it. They can put out their own works, but they can't ruin it for other people. Uh, there was a DC Comics artist who sold $1 million, $2 million worth of their original artwork based on mostly Wonder Woman.
Mhm.
And then DC Comics put out, uh, a disclaimer saying, "Hey, nobody else can do that." And they said it in a nice way, but they said, "This is our intellectual property. You can't do it." Everything is being figured out and decided right now, but it's all very interesting. You know what, Brenda? I think I have the link here. So, sorry, I cut you off. What were you going to say? Revolution.
Oh, no. No, no. There's just lots of thoughts about it. I think it's really neat. But so if I'm a painter, I would have to paint my painting, digitize it, then burn my painting.
No, not necessarily. You could have an NFT that represented the physical token. So there's something called unlockable content. And while you could digitize your painting in whatever form that meant, you could, let's see here if that, okay. Um, oh, thanks, Brenda. You could say in the unlockable content, send me your mailing address and I will ship this painting to you, or you could pick up this painting at this warehouse or whatever it
Mhm.
is. Like you get this physical thing. There are some artists that are putting what are they called? Uh, near field. You
Oh,
know those
oh,
little chips,
NF yeah, yeah, well, yeah. In the
and
painting somewhere.
they're putting it somewhere in the painting. The artist I was listening
Hmm.
to last night said he puts it right in his signature, and so
Cool.
the physical painting can be scanned to prove that that is the
Oh,
painting
that's neat.
associated with it. So you can digitize it, or you can sell something physical, or you
Right.
like there's a DJ slash musician called Blau, and he has 3LAU is how he spells his name. And he's out here in Vegas. He sold $11 million worth of his music, and some of them are different tracks that he's worked on from previous albums that he just changed specifically for the NFT. And if you bought one of his pieces, he also sent you, I guess, depending on the NFT, he sent you an actual physical vinyl copy of
Oh,
what you
wow.
bought.
Oh, yeah.
And so I mean, it's all being figured out right now.
Yeah,
So
right. Right, right, right. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow. That is dude, that's really cool. I'm I'm like just incredibly interested, and really my only hope is to invent that time machine and go buy some Apple and some Microsoft and some, all those things. So, and yeah.
well, some of these things are. I mean, that would be great, right? But some of these things are relatively inexpensive. I mean, some people are selling these little, cute, weird things for $5, $10 that you can
Mhm.
own and display if you want to. Um, it's a lot of people are just having fun with it. Definitely, some people are trying to cash in. Um,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
for me, I can see like artistically being fulfilled doing these like flash fiction pieces or these short pieces uh, for myself and for the collectors, and in collaboration with more traditional artists. I mean, a writer is an
Mhm.
artist in a certain way, uh, like based on their pieces. I think that would be unbelievably fun and fulfilling.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm definitely interested in seeing where you go with this. And
Me too.
and how it goes. Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
exciting.
thank
It's
you.
very exciting. Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
keep you updated.
Yeah, that definite. I know we got a few minutes left, and next week we're gonna go an hour, right? Is that what we
We're
decided?
gonna go an hour, and I could probably go a little bit longer.
Longer tonight? Yeah.
Uh, hey, John, you're brilliant too. John said, like, what the fuck? And then said, brilliant. And those are two very funny things to put together.
Well, they are.
What the fuck? Brilliant.
The
I'm not,
how did you
yeah.
how did you come up with the idea actually? What struck you that you'd put those together, the NFT and a story and that?
Well, I've seen a couple of people like tokenize a story, and I said, yeah, I can do that too. But then I thought, what would be a bit more interesting that I can do and that other artists can do as well? And I was thinking about a lot of people. I come from the comedy field, and I've worked with a lot of comedians, and a lot of my clients. Some of them go on and they do great things, and some of them never do anything. And the ones that never did anything, it was mostly because they could not get their work out. Now, they wrote things, they did things, but they were perfectionists. And
Right?
they said, how can I possibly go and deliver this at an open mic? It's not polished yet. And I'm like, who gives a shit? Just go out and
Right.
do it. But you couldn't convince them to do it. And so I wanted to create an art form that captured the writer's creative moment in time. The story cannot be written until the token is purchased. And then you have to sit down and you have to deliver this within a week. It doesn't have to be
Okay.
perfect, right? But you have to deliver it within a week, and the writer can only work on it for 24 hours in total. And so
Oh. Oh,
and
gotcha.
so because I don't want the writer killing themselves. Let's say some guy
Right.
says, "I'm going to write you a story," and then somebody buys it for not that much money, and then they
Right.
spend the next year writing it,
Right.
making like fractions of a penny per hour writing the thing.
So is it like
And yeah,
an auction? Like, can you
it
set
can
a
be an auction.
minimum price or anything?
Yes. Yeah, you have to set a minimum price.
Gotcha.
Um, Brenda's going through a lot of interesting links. That's MetaMask to get a cold storage wallet. I tried to post the link. I think it went up over there. I'm afraid to touch it because I don't know what's going to happen to the broadcast if I.
Oh, wait,
Yeah, let me click on it.
let me give you director power here and everything. You'll be fine.
I don't think I appreciate that, but
I don't think you
um,
need it, but yeah.
yeah. Sorry. What was the question again? I kind of lost my train of thought here.
Oh, I was just talking about if you wow, I think we both forgot. Hang on.
Brenda, the link to the link to the OpenSea piece, my actual NFT link. I tried to put it up, but it didn't fully come up. Um,
It was something
I
about just the NFT and well, we'll keep going.
Well,
Somebody
you
will
asked
tell
me
us.
you asked me about the story. Oh, I posted. Okay, so I want the writer to have a deadline that they have to put it out, no matter if they like it or don't like it. A lot
Right.
of artists don't like
Right.
their work, and they put it out, and it becomes the biggest thing they do. And so I want that collaboration between the collector, who's acting like an anonymous muse almost,
Yeah.
and the writer who has got to deliver within a certain amount of time. And it is like a written work of art for that collector. And you're kind of like leasing out the writer's brain for that moment and what they're
Right.
going through and what they're thinking and just sort of the state of mind they're in. I think it's interesting.
Hmm. Do you well, you do have a website for it somewhere.
I do. You can go to my website, aaronhaber.com, and
There
there's
you
a
go, and
link
I'll
there.
find it. I wanna look at it for sure. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Um,
tried to post there's a platform called OpenSea where a lot of people buy and sell these things. And
uh-huh.
it's on there, but the link is so fucking long that I think Hash was like, Hash was like, no, thank you. I don't know.
But we probably have oh, wait, here we go. The very first here we go. Here we go. All right. Let's see. OpenSea. I got it. Let me put the link up and see if I can make it happen. It is a big link, so the system might cough. Let's see.
Well, I'm also just going to do this. I'm just going to put, you
There
clicked
it
on it,
is.
it works,
There it
Brenda?
is.
Yeah. Okay.
There it is.
Oh yeah. See, that looks pretty. That looks nice. And the
Yeah.
picture you see there is not meant to be the point of the NFT. That's more like a book cover.
I like it. Wow. All right. Make an offer. Price history includes unlockable content. This NFT is the first example of the non fungible fiction literary form to be written by its originator, Aaron Haber, the non fungible fictionist. Say that fast. The image is simply a book cover. It's not the main attribute of this NFT. So, what is it? There you go. And there's more to read. Wow, dude, like you might be actually starting something, um, that all new takes off. I really like that.
Well, I hope that more writers come in and do it
Yeah,
and help me to evolve it. I call it non-fungible fiction 1.0 because I'm hoping there's going to be a 2.0
right,
when other people come in and help me make decisions on it.
right.
But anybody can get into it. So you or anybody else, if you're interested in learning more about like how to even look at these things or just learn about what's happening, I have learned so much from people that I'm happy to pay it forward and explain it to other
Hmm.
people. Even if you have no intention of even looking at my listing, I'm happy to share the
Right.
information and
Well, I'm
tell
going to
people how to
share
do
this
it.
out.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks.
And then this titan of the writing game will eventually come on my evening show and we'll talk about it for like an hour or something when things get rolling. Because this is really cool. And I would
Well, we
love
have
to
a weekly show
teach people.
together, so
Well, oh, right.
if that
We
happens,
do.
we can.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
pretty much did
I
that for our show tonight. I didn't mean to do that, but
No, dude, it's awesome. I'm really thrilled. And yeah, I'm gonna try and fungible something.
if you want some information, now let me answer this question.
Uh-huh.
Is the buyer guaranteed quality writing? Now, this is a guy who comes in and
Ooh.
always tries to troll me and always says negative
Okay.
stuff.
Pappy
And
Smear. Sounds like a troll name.
right. And
Mhm.
so, no, the writer, the collector is absolutely not guaranteed anything. It is not a
Right.
freelancer. It is not a client
Right.
hiring a freelancer and saying, "Well, I don't like this." It is somebody hiring a painter to do their work, whatever they want to do.
What
In
they
this case, a
feel. Yeah.
writer,
Right.
and whatever the piece is, the piece is. And writing is
Right.
subjective, obviously. If somebody is an insufferable prick and they want to find that it sucks, they're going to find it sucks no matter what quality other people think it is. And so that's just the way it goes. What I would say is somebody that thinks of this as a client hiring a writer should not purchase these tokens. It is somebody that is interested in investing in a piece of written art that is going to be excited to see what comes out from it. And I believe in the future, there'll be collectors who say, oh, a piece from this non fungible fictionist, not necessarily me, who wrote a very, very short piece when usually he writes a very long piece. Or I'm a collector who wants to get a non fungible fiction piece that was a stream of consciousness, like diarrhea of the brain from this one writer I like because I'm interested in collecting the works of this writer. It'll be something like
Mhm.
that. Everything is art is
I like
subjective
that.
as is writing.
Oh yeah. No, but I think that would be cool if you could become a much sought after writer and nobody's read anything you've written. It's just there's all kinds of possibilities.
Well, I think people will. I think people will share it though. Like I don't
Yeah,
have a problem with people sharing the writing. Again, it's not
right. Well, that
about
would be good for you probably. So,
maybe.
right? I mean, if
It's
they
really
like your writing, somebody might want to buy a token and have you write for them.
it is it's up to the collector whether they want to share it or not. It's really about what they want to do.
Right. Oh, yeah. It is. It just it's baking my noodle. You know what I mean? There's just so many
Oh no.
possibilities. Yeah. No, my noodle's been getting baked a lot lately.
People are tokenizing everything, right?
Hmm.
So it's not just art or writing. There's music. People are doing sculptures. People are doing. I mean, people are tokenizing words. Because
Hmm.
they think that people want to collect words. I mean, some of the most valuable stuff out there are these ridiculously simple, like 8-bit uh, little portraits of dudes called crypto punks. And I think they were originally given away for free. I think there were, don't quote me on this, but there are either 1,000 or 10,000 of them. Some of them sell for close to $1 million now. right?
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing was started by this company that put out this product called Crypto Kitties, where you collected these like cute little pictures of kittens, like cartoon kittens, and they created the whole technology to be able to disseminate these things and to have them be NFTs. And so the format that a lot of the NFTs are on were actually built by this company that put out these crypto kitties. And the crypto kitties, some of them are worth millions of dollars, depending on how rare they are. And it's really cool because some of the crypto kitties, I believe, you own the NFT. Every once in a while, they have a kitten, which becomes a second NFT.
Wow.
People are really experimenting with it, and I really look forward. Tokenizing means that you are creating the NFT. So you have made an NFT when you tokenize something, when you mint it, is what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
To answer John's question,
Wow. Okay. So how you've done one or you're working on it?
I have done
Writing.
well. No, I've done one, but the whole point is that I can't write it until the thing is purchased. So I write
Oh,
every day.
gotcha. I gotcha. So you
Yeah,
haven't
I
sold
write
it yet.
I
You
no,
haven't
I
sold it
haven't
yet.
even listed it for sale yet.
Okay.
People can make an offer for it, but probably the end of this week, I'm gonna put it up for auction. But I haven't put it up for auction yet. Maybe towards the end of this week is when it'll go for like maybe a week or so for auction.
Right. Right. Wow. I'm like, this is yeah. Like you've totally like because I went from like I heard about an NFT, kind of got it to a really thorough explanation of it, and just that value alone, I really appreciate that we did the episode because um, I can refer anybody to this episode now and say, "You want to know what NFT is?" Aaron Haber knows what it is, and he tells us. So, yeah,
Well, what I
it
said
was really
is
good.
in my broadcast, I did a broadcast right before ours. It's called WTFR NFTs. And
Yep.
at the beginning of the broadcast, I said, I am not an absolute expert in this. I'm going to try to explain it the best I can. I did leave a couple of links to other things. There's something you could check out called the NFT Bible that was put out by OpenSea.
Okay.
And that gives a lot of information about what OpenSea is. And there are, I mean, if you just Google what are NFTs, you will find so many articles and YouTube videos and everything that are that explain what it is.
Mm-hmm. Ah, I don't know. I'll have to check into that. Secret message. We get secret messages on here if people didn't know that from secret people. um, wow. What do your kids think of your future in the NFT world?
I don't think the baby was really thinking about it too much. She had French toast sticks for the first time today, and she was pretty excited
Oh,
about that.
that's nice. Non
Uh,
fungible French toast sticks.
that's right, non-fungible French toast sticks, NFFTS. Um,
Yeah, I love it.
no, I mean I kind of tried to explain it to my 10-year-old who's very, very smart and very artistic, but
Hmm.
I have mostly just been syncing all I was up till 4 in the morning the night that I actually minted the thing, just
Hmm.
switching over all my social media
I can
and
just
getting a
see you
couple of
in there
domains.
at your desk. King, 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 smacking that thing around,
That's
minting it right
I was
there.
physically minting it, yes. Yeah, no, but it's I mean, isn't it always fun to learn and experience a new thing?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what I love about computers and technology in general because it changes so fast. I'm always having to learn. Now if I could only learn to type, I'd be really good. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's the whole thing is very exciting and you know, it's not really a cash grab for me. I'm not a known enough quantity that someone's going to pay
yeah.
a $10 million for this thing. To me, it's a thing where for the first time in a few years, I've been like I have felt artistically content thinking about
Nice.
these projects and this
Mm-hmm.
writing and being able to innovate in the space and work with other artists and doing something that I think is quality.
Mm-hmm.
And that in itself is worth the price of admission for me, is just to feel like I'm creating something that I'm proud of.
Wow, dude, like we are like on the Kismet train because I was just saying it's about a week ago that the week prior to that I had had the best week, arguably, of my life.
Oh, good.
With just amazing
Why?
interviews, just absolutely amazing interviews on my program, meeting amazing people, making connections with people that from captains of industry to just people like me, just regular folks, but that were so interesting. And it was like just like a magical week, because I
Yeah,
was
you've been
in
kicking
my
butt.
element. What's that?
You've been kicking butt.
Yeah, thank you. It's like I'm in my element, I'm finally after 54 years, I've kind of found my place. So, yeah, I want to keep this place going, keep the lights on cuz I don't want to know what would happen to my mm, mental health if something happened to this
Well, but you
platform right
were
now.
well.
So,
Listen. I love Haps, and I love the Haps
yeah.
team. We've spoken a little bit about this,
Right, we
but
have.
you were on Periscope before this, weren't
Yeah,
you?
and I'm going to diversify too. So, I mean, I'm already working on
Yeah.
that, but it's
I think
just yeah, I mean,
The Habs team wants us to diversify
oh
because the
yeah.
more
Oh yeah.
diversification that we have, the more people are going to hear about Habs.
Amen.
So
Amen. Yep.
it's I think the Habs team is very supportive of it, and I love Habs, and I hope Habs is here forever.
Right.
But that's what I said about Busker 2 or 3
Right.
years ago, and I was sad when that ended, and
Right.
I didn't know that Haps was going to come along. So, hopefully this is a great thing, and you're doing great things with Haps. I feel like you have a show with almost every broadcaster on Haps.
Mhm.
You have
Mhm.
like the
I'm
Revolution channel.
yeah, I'm trying, and then bring inside people, outside people, and yeah. Oh, and channels. Oh, well, behind we we'll talk.
I've
Yeah.
I've heard things.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not the only person that has fancy talks.
Yeah. The um that's good. Yeah, I could just see a lot of stuff that like I'm constantly got to drive them crazy because like I told Pablo I would try to write all my thoughts down on one email and send it like once every couple days or something, you know what I mean? Because there's just always stuff that I'm like, wait, we could do that. We could do this. Should we do this? Should we do that? And in fact, yeah.
I like the comment. Rev is not discriminating. Thank you, John. That's a huge compliment. I appreciate that. This dude will have a show with fucking anybody.
It's true. It's true. But it's only once a week and it's only for a half an hour.
I
Well,
think it's
it's going to
great.
be for an hour. Yeah.
Oh,
No, you know what I
I
like
think it's
is
great.
that I like we're not perfectly aligned. Like we don't have exactly the same, we don't think
I
exactly the same
I
way.
wear a hat. You don't.
I don't. You might have hair. I don't.
I
I'm
might.
not sure whether
I
you
might.
do.
I don't tell
You
anybody. It's a
might.
secret.
You don't let anybody know,
No.
right? And it it just feels good. It's not like two guys, oh, we're both all this, but we're definitely not conservatives. But I think you might have a little bit of a little more of a I don't know. Would you think it's a libertarian streak in you? What there's a streak in
I
you,
don't
but I
know.
don't quite know what it is.
A
Yeah.
yellow streak.
A
I
yellow streak.
no.
Did
I'll
you
tell
avoid?
you, and I can go a little bit later today if you
Okay,
can. But I'll
good.
tell you that I root for true conservatives. I
Mm,
root for actual Republicans. Not that I want them to succeed in any kind of legislative way, but I would
right.
like to have another party that wasn't just an obstructionist bunch of lunatics.
I agree.
Um,
I agree.
I would
I
like to
agree.
have like old school Republicans who not some of them were terrible back then too, but that would actually work together to make things happen.
Right.
And they may have been more fiscally conservative or maybe even socially conservative, which I wouldn't have agree with them on those things. But at least they
Right.
weren't fucking batshit crazy. At least they weren't trying to overthrow the government.
Right. Right. Right.
So
Right. We're yeah. Yeah. Not trying to
obviously,
overthrow the
I'm a
government. That would be nice.
yeah, I'm a Democrat, and that's right, John. Yellow streak in the front, brown in the back. It's kind of like my version
Hmm.
of an
John,
underwear mullet. Um,
is John a professional comedian or is he just these are just flying out? I
I don't
mean,
know, John.
I
I
don't
don't know, John.
either. Let's see. Let's look at his profile.
I'm glad he's here.
Oh, he's a
So
data guru. A data guru.
cool.
Yeah.
Maybe
Welcome,
he knows
John.
all about NFT stuff.
Yeah,
Uh,
probably.
but
Buy his
you
thing.
know, right? We're on the same wavelength, pretty much. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we are. And I got to, no matter what happens with Habs, like you said, the one thing I know is I am walking away with an amazing bunch of friends that I absolutely can't wait, to get to see over the years, in person, have meetups, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
connect. And
we had a Team Haber convention a couple of years ago.
oh, I'm in.
It
That's cool.
we had one in Las Vegas. It was called Haber Rocktober. We all met
Nice.
up in one of the casinos. I did a live broadcast with people in the room with me, and we all like drank and hung out and had dinner. And I think there were a couple other things we did, but it was fantastic. It was a lot of fun. So yes, you should definitely
Oh,
do that.
I'm officially, not that I wasn't, but I'm officially Team Haber now because I want to go to the party. That would be fun.
Oh wait,
Um,
so wait. John comes in my broad. Did he change his? Brenda's telling me that John comes in my broadcast. Well, I'm sorry,
oh,
John.
he
Listen, if you
maybe,
change your picture, I'm never going to know who you are. That's how my mind
right.
works.
And maybe he signed up for
No,
Haps and he was previously Twitter or something because I get those confused because they don't have the same
well,
name.
that's right. Stephen was there at Haber Rocktober. No offense, John. So yes, Stephen was there, and some of the people, just like you were talking about, I consider my friends. I've hung out with Stephen. I've hung out with the Admiral. If you ever come to my broadcasts, Vegas Brent, who I was friends with before I even moved to Vegas.
Hmm.
There are people that I have hung out with in person multiple times, and from around North America, not the world yet, but North
Right.
America.
Hey, we can be worldwide. I'll tell you what, the market, if you want to go after the best, so obviously for us, using the American time zone, is beneficial if you want to do it in America. But in like Singapore, they line up twice a day where you can have them, kind of in good spots on your show. So Singapore, if anybody wants to get in here, open that market up perhaps. Oh, and if I go through the I don't want to give all my secrets away, but if you go through people's is it the subscription? Let's see. Hold on a second. Yeah, if you go through people's subscriptions and you look at who's there, we have an amazing amount of people from other countries that are on this platform that we don't meet because they don't fall within our kind of little circle of about 100 compatriots here because there isn't really discovery yet. And there's like whole worlds of other hapsters. And I kind of wonder if there's like another version of us in the, in another little like circle of hapsters out there. So
There's nobody
yeah,
else like us.
true. True. Hopefully not.
I but
How can
but
you
we
call me a troll, Aaron?
what?
What? I've never even.
Oh yeah yeah no, whatever. Okay. I
Okay. All right. Well,
I
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry. Yeah.
see. I thought you were talking to me. I see.
No.
You see most of the broadcast if you just look through the scroll. If you look through the
Mm-mm.
feed, you see most of the
Mm-mm.
broadcast. So
Mm-mm.
no,
Mm-mm. Oh, you're
no.
missing tons and tons and tons. Yeah.
If you look through the actual feed,
Yeah.
not just your feed, but the feed in general,
Oh,
you're
hold
missing a
on.
ton of broadcasts.
Let's go to trending. Hold on a second. I mean, I could be wrong, but no. Go to broadcast only.
Our meetups code for fundraiser. I don't
Um,
think so, Birdman. I don't know. Good to see that. Yeah,
I
maybe
guess
a
you know
parallel
what,
universe
Aaron?
fall.
I'm my mistake. You know what? Because I don't. Yeah, I get no.
I would
They're
love
all
to think that there is an
they're all
alternate
there.
universe
Yeah.
of
Um.
other broadcasts.
Well, let's see. It keeps going. I guess I just assumed it stopped, and you know why?
Cool, John.
Because my old computer wouldn't scroll well,
Hmm.
and yeah. Holy cow! You know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to scroll to the bottom of this thing once a day and start jumping into people that I. Oh, it stopped. That's the no. That's still okay. All right. I learned something
Yeah.
new every day. Learn something new every day. So yeah. So here's what I would do, folks. Like scroll deep into those
Oh yeah.
broadcasts, like really deep, and say hi because I bet you'll make a friend, and then they'll be connected, to more of your friends. So
Hmm. Friends, that's a concept.
right. Um, I don't know if that guy's serious or not. um, yeah. Okay. Wow. Um, my head is spinning. That was really cool.
Yeah.
It was really good.
So
Really
this
good.
was a good talk. Sorry to commandeer it with all the NFT
Oh
stuff.
man.
I promise I
Next
wasn't
week,
planning it. I
if
just
next week, if you invent something, dude, this is cool. That you didn't just tell me about a cool watch you bought and like didn't have anything to do with it other than shelling out some cash. This is we're watching the sausage being made here. This is creativity in action. This is
well,
what I like to see.
it
So
was a fun
yeah.
conversation. It was
Oh, oh.
you said, "Hey, what do you anything exciting?" And I'm like, oh, "I've only been doing one thing over the last week, so
I love
yeah,
it.
that's it." So
That's
next
beautiful.
next week we are starting at 6:30 Pacific time, right? 8:30 Central.
8:30. Yes, I've have an agreement with the executive producer. We're starting at 8:30 Central. Yes. Yes. That'll be great.
Okay, great. That'll
And
be
we're going to be at
fun.
your place. We'll be at your place next week.
Next, yeah, for those of us, for those of you who are watching, we switch week to week for some reason, and
Yeah,
next week is mine,
not
and
to
then the
make
week
it
after is
any
yours.
more confusing or anything.
Yeah.
So
Well, everybody still gets pinged no matter who they follow. They should be following both of us, but everybody gets pinged no matter who they follow.
everybody gets pinged. Yes,
In other
exactly.
words, like if you go on my broadcast, your
Right.
followers will still get the notification. When
Right.
I go on your
Right.
broadcast, my followers still get the notification.
Right. 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 Um, very good. Yeah, there's this whole thing with pinging that I've been thinking a lot about, and yeah, they, anyway.
I think you're
Dude,
thinking of
thank you.
pegging.
Oh, that's like
It's a
one of those
completely
things where
different
like
thing.
this is one of those that I had to like Google. I'm like, wait, what are they talking about? Oh,
Yeah,
really?
talking about
Okay.
people that are into
Yeah.
pirates.
Mhm. Yeah, I was R.
That's what
Yeah,
people say when they're getting
definitely.
pegged. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. I saw no, never mind. It's not after midnight and I can't do that anymore. Yeah, dude, next week I expect greatness from you because you've,
Oh,
you
that's a lot
know,
of pressure. I don't know.
well, I know, but you got a whole week. Who knows what you could invent? Really seriously, thank you,
Well, I
Aaron. That was really fun. I appreciate you
yeah.
sharing that with
Well,
us.
thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for everybody watching, and yeah, that's make sure
Yeah.
if you're following me, but not Revolution, make sure you follow Revolution, and vice versa.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, vice versa. Hmm. Oh, I think I'm good with Haber and MacInnes, actually. It kind of sounds very classy, I think it sounds a little,
We could change it
elitist.
each week depending on whose broadcast it's originating from. Next week it could be McInnes and Haber.
It's true.
It
Ooh,
doesn't.
we could
I don't
start
think it
using
makes a difference.
our middle names and we could really mix it up. So
Yeah. All right. I'm getting a
go.
knock on the door. I gotta
You're getting
go.
paged? Okay. Pinged.
Yes. Goodbye,
Don't get
everybody.
pegged, but get
Yes.
pinged.
No. All right. Take care.
See you, brother Aaron. You take
Bye bye.
care. Bye bye. There is Mr. Aaron Haber. Letters, ladies, letters, and envelopes, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Um, let me take care of 30 seconds of business. Hang on a second. Like, okay, is anybody counting? Um, okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, let it be. Thanks. Let's go. since we didn't really have time, let's see. What did we get here? Cha-ching. Oh, I didn't read the Hap stuff. Oh, that's a good idea. So if you're watching out there, especially if you're friends of Aaron's, get your butts over there and sponsor him, okay? Seriously. Then come back here and show me the receipts, all right? If you are even if you don't, even if you're not Team Haber, but you liked him, get over there. Give that man no. I mean, you can say what you want about my credentials to be here. Whatever. But Aaron Haber, he's like the real deal. He's a comedian. He is a comedy writer. He's really funny, and he does this for free. And I think you should reward him for him giving you his giving his anyway, he's giving his time to you. I don't know where that sentence was going, but he's giving his time to you. I think you should pay it back. And sorry if you're seeing this like constantly. I got like this. The dentist said there must have been a crown in there. I'm like, dude, I've never even had a cavity in my life, but I guess a piece of my tooth broke off or something. It's really sharp, and I've just got this bad nervous habit of, feeling that little thing because it's weird, and now it's just turned into a stress thing. Nice of Aaron. I thought he was selling something. No, he wasn't selling anything. We were just talking about what he was doing. So, all right. If you like this program and you're watching on replay or you're watching live, I'm not asking you to sponsor me or even give me a coin. If you have Twitter, especially, I guess Facebook kind of works. And I don't know how it would work on Instagram. And I don't actually know what people do on Snapchat. So really Twitter. If you had Twitter, would you please go make a copy of this? I think you go into my feed and put up. Well, I'm going to my profile, but would you go in and hit the share button and share this out on Twitter and write, something about it? Don't just let the little Haps statement be there. And tell people what you think of the show. Give me a review. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But there's, I'm keeping it real. There's not a lot of easy ways for people to find me right now. And my Twitter algorithm is just crapped out. I mean, nobody ever retweets me. So, I'm just looking for ways to get the word out there, and I'm coming up with ways. Aaron's coming up with ways. Everybody that's kind of running around in these circles here are trying to come up with ways. So seriously, if you like what I'm doing, whatever, sponsorship would be great. But really what would be more important is if you were tweeting out about me every day. If you like what I'm doing, tweet about me every day, because the only way, I'm not I don't know how many people have to see me before somebody becomes someone that just watches me. I know there are people that watch me that I never know they watch me, but I've got some incredibly loyal friends, really. They're not followers anymore. They're friends. And I figured that I probably had to go through 25,000 people to get one of them. So, I want to keep this going. Well, you'll have to join us. He broadcasts the hour before Rev. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, definitely go help Aaron out, man. Give him $5 a month. He's worth it. He's definitely worth it. And I have no agenda now. It's coming up on 9:55. Honestly, I could break an hour early and probably go do some more work, edit some video together or something, which would be absolutely wonderful. But I'm definitely willing to stay here. I tried to get a hold of a couple of people that I really want to talk to, but they are not available. They had to go to work, and that is that. So let me go through and see. Let me go to my. Sorry, Eleanor. My bad. Oh, Michelle just put out Mr. Haber's thing, right? Oh, look at that. I love you, Michelle Alexander. Oh my gosh. You are so sweet. Thank you. Wow. There you go. Um, hello from Cleveland. Woo. I just thank you, Michelle. That's very nice of you. Um, I appreciate it a lot. Okay, what was I doing? Shoot, I just had something. Oh, yeah. No, I was doing exactly this. I was going to go look at my Twitter for something else, and that came in there. Yeah, here's another thing too. So because that worked. Thank you, Michelle. The service is provided by my Fit for every broadcast I watch, only here on Haps. LOL. Yeah. So tweet your friends, sponsor your friends, and yeah, like who do you want me to interview? I mean, A level stars, A level athletes, A level politicians or whatever. I'll ask them. I'll ask them if you want to. But what I'd really like is like you know, um, it's people like Michelle Alexander. It's people like Kate Tucker. It's people like Heather Chrysler. It's you know, it's it's people that are really talented and they haven't broken out yet. They haven't totally been discovered. Um, yeah, Chris, how does she say her last name? Yeah, I am. Listen, I have not had time to reach out to her. Please, if anybody's close to her, reach out. She's on my list. She's on my list, and I have to stick to like my list's order, or like it. I've got at least 500 solid leads on really great people, and I only have 3 nights a week, 52 weeks a year. So, um, I've got enough leads to last for years. But if you've got somebody that is really good, um, then by all means, hit me up because I am itching for um, to partner up with a co-host in England and do this show for the UK audience at 2 p.m. every day. And then we do the show at night. Okay. So Europe and England, Great Britain, 2 p.m., 2 hours, take a break, take a nap, eat some dinner, come back on. And that's all I want to do. I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to have to do the consulting anymore. I want to recruit people from around the world to join me on this platform. And oh no, I won't. No, I won't. I love Dev. No. We're not going to change. We're not breaking up the band or anything. I only have 3 nights, and out of just respect for my family, I'll do stuff occasionally on the weekends. Like because I have to, because they are overseas and I don't want them getting up at, at 2 in the morning to do my show. So we'll do it at 2 in the afternoon so they can do it at night. Um, but yeah, you know, um, if you got somebody that you want me, you, look, I learned a long time ago that um, the only way somebody will say yes is if you ask them. Nobody's ever come up to me and said yes. I'm like, well, wait, what was the question? I don't know what the question. Oh, okay, not okay. Out. No, don't go anywhere. Hold on. I'm just. I thought I invited you, and then I realized I didn't. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. There you go. There you go. But yeah, just who do you want me to interview? Like I said, just name one in the comments because I'll do it. I'll do it. But anyway, we have a young woman on Friday, and this is exactly the kind of person that I want to interview. Let me go over here. Let's go to present. Oh, wait a minute. No, I have this to put this over here. Okay. And through the magic of video, brought to you by Pablo, Peter, Mark, Drew, and David. Thank you, gentlemen, because we now have the ability. Yep. Look at that. So this is Olivia Robinson. The reason I was hesitating because she's Olivia the Lion on Twitter, and I was really hoping like that was her name, But I was like, so how should I refer to you? Olivia the Lion? And she's like, no, Olivia Robinson would probably work better. But let me tell you how this interview happened. So, or is going to happen on Friday, because seriously, you can ask me to interview anybody and I will try. So again, I have that list and I'm going down the list, and I have a Clubhouse list. I have a Twitter list. I have an Instagram list, and I'm going down the list, and boom, there I was there. And I'm like, wow, I got an opening tonight. This would be perfect. And I reach out to her. Within 5 minutes, we're on the phone. We're within 5 minutes, we're on the phone. And no, that's not her. And so when we're in 5 minutes, we're on the phone, and 5 minutes after that, I've got her scheduled to come on the show. There's a lot of fun in booking people that you believe in what they're doing. You look into what they're doing. You like their work. You like their artwork. In Olivia's case, she is attempting something that's been attempted quite a few times, and I don't know that there's a successful one yet, but it's an app to help find Black business owners so that you can buy their products. And she's also got what she calls mobile, which would mean, people that have a side hustle or something like that. She just opened a web page where she's having people, giving them financial advice. I mean, she's got a whole package here, and she's trying to make a difference in her community. That's my guest. That's exactly the kind of guest that I want. The music is great. The actors are great. I love them. I'm not taking anything away from them, but they also serve a purpose. They get people to put their eyeballs on this show, and then the night that the musician isn't on here and Olivia is, people might download her app and support Black businesses and make a difference in the world. So that's why I'm here. If you like it, tweet about it. If you really like it, give me an award. If you really, really like it, hit me up, sponsor me. So since nobody's talking, I'm going to take the night off here. I'm going to take an hour off because that just doesn't happen very much. And I got a crap ton of stuff to do. So I'm I'm going to thank everybody for coming, and I will. I'll be back tomorrow. Is tomorrow Wednesday? We do have a guest tomorrow. Wow, I'm so efficient. Let's see. But 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 I'm not the guy who keeps the score. Let me see if I can get hold of the person who would know who we have on Wednesday. Oh, before we do that, did you see? Hold on. Wait. Wow. How could you forget that, Revolution? Scroll down a little further there, buddy. They say you got a real solution. Here you go. You want to watch this? Not because I'm on it, because you can see me every night, because I'm very proud of this. Again, you know what I mean? This is why I do this 100%. Oh, come up here and broadcast, John. This is why I do this 100%. This is 100% a win. This is the we're totally not okay podcast. It's been around for a while, and it's done by Kaylee LeGrand and her partner Justin Van, or I like to say Vaughn. It sounds very fancy. Lies Shout. I'm not sure how you say it. And 3 weeks ago, maybe 4, 5 weeks ago, probably on Clubhouse, I was listening to Kaylee speak about. Sorry, they're grooving over there, aren't they? I heard her speak about physics, or no, it was AI probably. She was up on stage with a bunch of people talking about it, and I was like, wow, oh my gosh, like cool. So screenshot her bio, put it on the list, which wasn't a big list at that time. And I reached out to her, and she was like, yeah, sure, I'll come on your show. And I've removed all the detritus from my timeline. There's just my interviews and a few other things that I think are worth watching. And let me go through. Wow. It was only a month ago and I look younger. Uh-oh, something bad that's not good. Where was this one that I wanted to put up there? It'll be here in a second. Yamo be there. All right, let's see. Oh, no, wrong way. Oh, there it is. Here it is. So again, I know people are like, God, that Revolution dude, he's like an arrogant prick. Because this is a really excellent interview. Not because of me, because of Kaylee LeGrand. And she's here now doing her podcast on Haps live. She had me on there. And, you know, maybe she would have found her way here, but this is my thing. This is what I do. I try to find interesting people that deserve some recognition and haven't quite gotten it yet. And in Kaylee's case, she's very well accomplished. And working actors, that's hard to do, where you can, pay the bills. And I mean, usually it's either dirt poor or wealthy in people's mind, but there are a lot of working actors out there. But it's hard. It's not an easy thing to do. So yes, please watch that episode. And I'm out. I'm gonna chill. So we'll see everybody tomorrow night, and I'll find out who's coming on, and I'll tweet about it. So Eleanor, sorry I didn't get you in here earlier. It was I don't know. It's just without a technical director, I can't get the technical director to come in because I can't remember without a technical direct. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. I will see everybody later. Everybody take care. Peace be with you and namaste.